Hey you guys, we done made it to the end of the road and the girls got handled. So we start off the finale episode where Camille is preparing to play Claudette a vision. Now her ass goes over there and gets caught quick. I thought she had a master plan. So seeing her caught by Darletta and brought in and interrogated by Claudette, she also finds out that she is the result of an affair between Claudette and a council member. So that really explains why they've been fiddling and following the whole time and what was going on with Camille, because they had stakes in her as well. So she Claudette also gives her back villain origin story, and she tells us that's the reason why she's as mad as she is, because they made her life a living hell, lied to her about Camille being dead, and also took her sister Kaden and made her work for the council. So she just felt like that's the ultimate betrayal, and she had to step into the bad side real bad. So thank you for that background information. So now we cut to our girl Charisse. As much as you don't want to like her, she is so endearing to me. So she in the car and she is pouring out her soul. She confessing all her sins, child, in the driver's seat of the car. And who's in the passenger seat that she confessing to? Our boy Taj. She got him there. And she's telling him everything that she did, how she participated, her part, and is being very, very vulnerable with him right now. However, though, y'all got to remember, she put that enchantment spell on him. So he is enamored with her. So whatever she say, even though she telling him all her sins, he is still optimistic. Like, we can make this right, girl. Come on, let's get together and let me take care of you. And she knows that right then that she really, really loved him, and that he was a good fit for her, and she messed it up. So she felt like the only way to atone her wrongs was to enchant Taj one more time, tell him that he hated her and that to forget everything that had happened. So she pretty much erased herself from Taj's life in order for him not to be a victim in what was about to happen. So the next scene, we got Jordan feeling it all down in her bones that the handler is near AF and they need to do something quick because he's about to pick up on where they're at. So they're wanting to assemble the coven, but of course nobody can get a hold of Camille and nobody can get a hold of Tabitha. So during these trying and pressed times, instead of staying together like black people should, they decide to go and separate. Kaden goes and looks for Camille, and we got Jordan going to find out where Tabitha is, and we see in the story that they both meet at the same time and are seeing that Tabitha is dead and that Camille is under the clutches of Claudette. So Camden is able to find Camille, and in that they lure Darletta's ass outside because she just makes her presence known. But with Camden, she has the ability of invisibility. So while Darletta is trying to figure out who that is, Camden goes in and gets Camille, and they're able to escape. So you already know when Darletta come back in the door, Claudette is pissed, and I mean 38 hot, and I'm cackling. So in the next scene, we have the coven coming together and are officially mourning Tabitha's death. While they're there, also Angela is wanting to help out Camille, because remember, Camille's trying to do the brain training with Tabitha in order to really cut back all the entities that she's able to hear. And with that, they weren't successful. So Camille has leaned into it now. She's like, okay, if y'all keep coming, then I want specific ones to come. So now she's looking for the spirit of the person she thought was her mother, and she's not able to locate her. So Angela says, yes, with this potion, drink it up, girl. You're going to fall asleep. You're going to figure out some things with who you're trying to find, and then you should be able to know what to do from there. So they do that, and as they are mourning Tabitha's death as well, Charisse just thinks it's a good time to come up on the scene, and it wasn't, because they confronted her, and when I said it was bad, she deserved every piece of the retaliation of it. Sorry, girl. So when Camille comes back from her potion trip with her pretend mama, she comes back to the coven and tells them she knows exactly what to do. While she was on the other side with her mom, she was able to get some questions answered about who she was, but there was a lot of things that were not answered, and that was kind of sad that she had went and was finally reunited with her mother that she considers her mom and still wasn't able to get what she needed directly. She still had to figure it out herself. But with that, she comes back and they have the bright plan for Camille to turn herself into Claudette. But instead of her taking all of her power, she's going to stop the process. So the coven's going to be there to back her up. Y'all not too good with spells though. Y'all ain't been practicing y'all defense of y'all powers. Y'all just know how to use them. And I'll get into that at the end why that should have been added in. So with the plan that Camille conjures up, she approaches Claudette and lets her know she wants to meet. They decide a time and a place to rendezvous, and everybody gets together. It gets their things so that they can meet up so that they can do this transferring spell that's supposed to be very, very powerful. So they meet at the stroke of 3 in the morning. As they're there, because there's so much power in the place, guess who shows up? The handler. The handler. And he is waiting on their ass like he got a plate at the barbecue, waiting for it to come fresh off the grill. So that happens to be the genius part of Camille's plan, unless I'm misunderstanding what's going on. But with her calling the handler actually would intervene and demand Claudette the debt that she owes him. So the reasoning is that the handler would take Claudette in order for the coven to be rid of them. Of course that backfired. A whole bunch of chain of events goes on, and the coven is trying to stop Claudette's ritual to extract Camille's powers, and that's when they're interrupted by the handler. So handler and the Claudette get into it, but Caden is able to get Claudette and they go somewhere. So we come back to the coven that was trying to minimize the power exchange between Claudette and Camille, and now they're there with the handler, and now they're trying to gang up and take care of his entity. But of course he's like, y'all can't even do an enchantment spell, let alone come through on me. So with that, he's like, I'm going to take somebody. And of course, everybody's like, Camille, Camille, Camille. Take the powerful one. And he was like, nope, I'm taking this one. And he looked Sharice right in the eye and disappeared with baby girl. So we got not only Claudette and Caden gone, we got the handler and Sharice gone as well. So the coven is just toe up. They don't know what to do, and that's kind of the end hanging with them. So we go to another scene, last scene, with Caden and Claudette now that they have dissipated and appeared back in the woods somewhere. And Caden thinking that she bonded with Claudette because she done saved her. Baby, Claudette is ready to take her out, and she does, with the little spear to the heart. So rest in peace, Caden. And hopefully you get on the other side, you can terrorize her. But Claudette evil, she don't even. So overall, finale was, I wanted it to be something different. I understand the cliffhanger that they used with the handler and Sharice and kind of not knowing where Claudette is as well. But I just wanted a little bit more hand-to-hand combat defense action, like I said. So we gonna see. All right, so let's get into the series overall. For it being a first season, only 6 episode series, it was not bad. Like I said, it kept me interested. I tried to not think about how the scene was going to end or what was going to be written. I tried to just enjoy the characters, but like I said, overall a 3 out of 5 for me for being a first season, trying to get it right. I feel like the cast of Wicked City was really, really strong. You can give them anything and they're gonna act it out the park, just because the caliber of actors and actresses that are working here. Also, like I said before, a lot of these cast members have worked together, so they have that rapport already built. I really like Sharice's character. That's my favorite one. I wanted her to be a little bit more realized, and I'll get to that in a minute. But my second favorite character was Claudette, because she was on a whole, like, I am nasty bad, and I'm gonna let y'all know from the jump. So I appreciated that she embraced her evil. The budget was there. All Black is a starting channel, and I think they did a good job. It looked like it was well filmed. Like I said, they had the cast, so they had the budget, able to get things. And I like what the focus was, where it was Black coven, hoodoo type of things. And that premise is what really led me to come to the series. So kind of speaking on the things I didn't like, definitely the writing execution. Like I said, some of the things became predictable, or I felt like could have been written a little bit more if they didn't focus on other storylines. And that's mainly the writing. On my list here, I got, like I said, the dynamic between Claudette and Sharice. I needed Claudette to really like impress Sharice, because Sharice is, like, for me, one of the top tier in the coven. So when it comes to her embodying herself and being like an overall bad bitch, she get money. Claudette needs to be somebody that gets more money and is more of a bad bitch to entice Sharice. And then I wanted a demonstration or something. Sharice just went on over and was like, yeah, I'm stepping to the bad side. That's it. You just had to tell me, and that's it. And I felt like that was not becoming of Sharice's character. Also, like I said, no scenes of the physical training of the powers of defense with the coven. I feel like that was really critical, and we needed to see them being like, hey, this is how you defend yourself using this power, as opposed to being offensive and seeing what you can do. Now let's see if you're able to keep off an entity or a spirit. Okay, let's get you ready before you get out these gates. And with that, I wanted to see more hoodoo as well, incorporating really a lot of the herbal. I know that Angela was the herbologist, but really coming and tying it with the past, I think that would have been a stronger presence of the hoodoo with the coven. And then also, I think that y'all didn't need no love storyline. I know y'all was trying to do something with Mona and Angela, but I think you could have used that time that you were using to explain their relationship and show the that really breaking down. It could have been given to more other physical things. So as a kid coming off of Charmed, Covens, really liking gore types of sci-fi shows and movies, I think that this is a good start. But like I said, I really want to see y'all step it up and kind of go there with being fantasy. I think that would be good. You have the actors that know how to emote a lot, so you can be a little bit extra with those aspects, and I think that's where the magic will happen with Wicked City. So last thing I checked is that it was greenlit for a third season, and that's on IMDb. So they're getting good feedback. I'm hoping that when I get into season 2, that they'll really step up some things. I'm excited because, like I said, they got a season 3, so things went well season 2. So I'm excited to watch that. If you guys are interested in a review of season 2, let me know. But if not, it's been fun reviewing Wicked City with you all and get into some of the aspects that are offered for people of color. And if you guys know any, please put the recommendations down in the comments. Let me know if there's any other shows you think I should watch that might be up my alley, and I'll let you guys know what I see. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.